Okay, here we go. I'm introducing another member of the little tournament thing for Texas State doubles that we participated in this past Saturday, and introducing is Karen Laws. Here's Karen rolling the ball on lane 5. Now, Karen gets blocked out a lot because, well, she's a little bit on the vertically challenged side. So she gets up there and rolls the ball. She gets pick that up. Nah, she's just warming up, okay? She's just getting warmed up. Actually, Karen picks up spares pretty dadgum good, and that's really her strong point. I mean, that and her heart. She's got a lot of heart and determination to try and to improve. And I always kid with her a little bit about standing tall, rolling the ball, but like she's pushing 4'8" or something like that, so she's going to have a hard time standing tall. But she stands tall with heart, I'll guarantee you that, because she does not give up. I was thinking about it. She was telling me she was getting tired, and I can understand why, because Karen, I think she struck at about a 16% rate, so that means that she's having to throw a whole lot more attempts down there, and then she's concentrating a lot on trying to pick up the spares, and she's got Coach Allen, her husband, over there whispering in her ear, so she gets a little tired. But anyway, she keeps candy out there on the table, and some pretty good candy too, I might add, and none of that cheap stuff. Some good chocolates. And I try not to eat too many of them, but they're sitting there, and I get a little tempted at it. She's going to, she's a lefty like her husband, and she plays down the outside edge, and sometimes it looks like she's going to throw it right in the ditch, but she gets a little rotation on it, and she brings it back into the lane. Karen's had some medical issues the last few years that she's battled back from. I think that we met a couple of years ago there at Diamond Lanes, and she was just getting back to where she can do a few things. She started back bowling. I think her average is somewhere around 100, maybe less, and she had a very healthy handicap. And really, I think she's about 130 or 140 now. And her handicap is really good for her because Karen seems to shine when the big light comes on, I mean, think about this tournament. If she's averaging 130, say 135, she averaged 150 here, and she didn't really have that good a game. I mean, good a day. A lot of times, she's pushing 190. I mean, she's hard to beat with her handicap. I mean, really, you better be on your A game when you're bowling against her, because she's going to get her average or better. She's not going to fall down, or she's not going to falter by much if she falters at all. So, she's going to cover that average, and you better cover yours, or she's going to beat you. Yeah. Come on, Karen. Stand tall, roll the ball, girl. You got it. I got a little fun with her about making those spares. I keep telling her she's a machine. Yeah, Karen, you're a machine. Yeah. Every now and then, though, she'll miss one. Did she pick up this one or not? Let's see how it goes. No, she chopped it off, and that that means we're going to have to call the maintenance crew in and have some adjustments made to the machine, because the machine malfunctioned here a few times. So no doubt it needs some calibration done to it before it gets too serious about everything. That's key to standing right there to the left. We did a video for her here also. And everybody's got their own style. Just what I was telling Keita. Everybody has got a blueprint, or a fingerprint, of a style for bowling. Some people stand tall, roll the ball. Some people kind of creep up there. Some people go left, right, up and down. And just all that matters is where you stop and where you release the ball and how you roll it down there, there's a lot of ways to get down there, you know. I mean, there's a lot of ways to drive to Dallas. You know, you can drive a 18-wheeler, you can drive a moped, you know, or you a Ferrari or a Corvette or a Mustang or anything in between. But, you know, the destination is Dallas, and it's just like the foul line here. The destination is the foul line. We want to get there at one pace, and we want to be able to deposit the ball out there. It's like, you know, delivering a message down there to those pins. Is that boom, chakalaka. There we go. That's what we're going to do. So Karen's going to stand up there. She's going to look down through there and see what she's going to do, and she lines it up pretty well. Kind of rolls it out there. Yep, the applause says it all right there. The applause says it all. Stand as tall as you can, Karen. Stand as tall as you can. Yeah, we've bowled a lot of games over the last couple of years, you know, together. And you get to talking to folks in there, and you know, you exchange a little information back and forth, and you know, you get to know them a little bit, what makes them tick, and there it goes. Oh, dadgummit. I would think that if Karen didn't have to rush quite as much, she would be a better. Now, I know you look at how she's rushing this, she's moving kind of slow. Well, you know, slow is, well, you know, what you might consider slow might not be so slow for that person. I mean, she's doing the best she can, you know. She's got some problems with her legs, you know, and it takes her a little bit of time to get going, her knees and things like that. So, you know, you just gotta kind of understand that about folks and their bowling and their life. Everybody's in there to have a good time. And sometimes we throw a ball down there and we just miss the pins. And we come back, and we think about it a little bit, and we get up, we go back out there, and we try it again. And we just keep trying and trying and trying. Each like every day that the sun comes up, we're going to try. We're going to try to do the best we can. Sometimes we're going to go down there and we're going to, you know, we're going to get 70%. Sometimes we'll get 100%. The main thing is if we get some kind of percent, right? You know, there's going to be an occasion when you hit your leg and the ball flies off and goes in the gutter and you land back in disgrace. But that don't happen too often. The main thing is we just keep on trying. Keep on trying. I got the spotlight there on her because there's a lot of activity going on around her, and that way I can focus in on what she's doing. Okay, there's the patented hand clap. She was good with that, so there she goes. Yep, she gets her look. She's set up good. Yep, and the ball looks pretty good. And hits that dry down there on the end, and it takes off on her a little bit. Uh-oh, game one score popped up, 134. 134. All right, game two comes in here. Now, game two, she's going to shine a little bit because she's going to pick up a few more spares. Yeah. Boom. That's a big strike, says Keita. Yeah. Give her a hand there, Alan. All right. She deserves to sit down there for a minute, get a little drink of coffee. Now, Karen's got to have her coffee now. If she don't have her coffee, things don't go well. She's an avid coffee drinker, that's for sure. What happened there? Oh, got a baby split. Yep. Staring at it like that, Karen, doesn't make it go away. But you can always be hopeful, right? All right. Maybe that wasn't it. I think this is where they had to correct the pin layout down there because they scooted around. Sometimes when she hits the pins, they don't fall down necessarily. They just kind of scoot over sometimes, and they get out of alignment. Uh-oh, Alan snuck in there. I forgot to cut his big self out of there. Alan, you don't belong in there. You guys, I should have put the shield up around her. Didn't do it though. Of course, when you're on the right lane there, it's real hard to find her in there, because she gets mixed up in there and she gets overshadowed by the rest of us out there. But she's going to pick this up, and there, Keita looked pretty good on that one. Keita, get out of there, Keita. This is Karen's time. You're on Karen's time, Keita. Get out. See, blocking old Karen. Karen's shot got blocked. But where did it? Can we see it? She's been over time. It was a miss. Body language will tell you what happens every time. See there, body language for Keita. She did something. She didn't even know she did it. Yeah, okay, Mike. You blocked yourself out. Self-conscious. I didn't want to shine up in on Karen's time. This is Karen's time to shine here. It's her moment on the lanes at Diamond. Lane 5. Rolling on 5. Yep, rolling on 5. Lane 5. I've learned how to do a little fading and adjustment of the light. Now, this doesn't look exactly the best in the world, but it kind of at least gets the silhouette of Karen, and you can see where her stance is and how she approaches picking up the spare, and what she does about it and how she goes about it. Genuinely speaking, that the right side spares is that she's really pretty good with the 10 pin. The 10 pin and 6 pin, she's an assassin. That's right. She's a 10 pin assassin. The lanes are getting kind of burned up a little bit down there now, and her ball, because of the ball speed, will really hook down on the end. And I'm pretty sure, as she keeps improving, she's going to increase her striking ability and just get the ball entry in there. Wow, that looks a whole lot better than those other fuzzy ones I had in there. Got the spotlight centered up. See, on lane 5 is a lot better because you can see more. There's fewer people moving around in it. You see what I mean about Karen? She gets her money's worth out there. Some of us may only get one shot at it on a frame. She generally gets 2. She getting plenty of exercise and having plenty of fun, because her game is the spare game. Spare game. Spare game, that's a fact. Her nickname is Nana. Grandkids call her Nana. And her and Alan have a YouTube channel. I think it's the Bowling Adventures of Nana and Paw Paw. I don't think they've got too much going on, but they ought to put this on their channel. They'll post this up his score. They can put the team up there. Then they can, of the 4 of us, then they can post their individual bowling performances on there. I think would be good. Yep. Adventures of Nana and Paw Paw, Bowling Adventures. They travel around a lot. They drive out to Las Vegas. They go up into the Ozarks. They go to Kansas. Or, went out to New Mexico last year and had a big event out there in Albuquerque. Got out there, and somewhere or another, the credit cards got lost, and just ended up basically at the mercy of the folks out there. And they were the bowling community out there, helped them get it all patched up until Alan got a chance to get all of his credentials back together. I snuck here on this one. What am I doing here? I'm showing off again. I'm showing off my 10-pin expertise. Like a big old clown. Yeah, I know. I'm telling Karen right now there that I'm the 10-pin assassin. I'm a machine. I'm the big machine. She's the little machine. Yeah, we both malfunction on occasion. She got leg troubles, and, well, kind of so do I. I tell her mine are bigger troubles than what she's got, since she's got smaller legs. Anyway. Oof. Her and Alan have been married a long time. I think it's over 40 years, pushing 41 years or more, 42 maybe. Yep. Got a couple of kids, boy and girls, grandkids. Alan's retired. He's been retired. He was a city employee. Uh-oh. He must have got a strike. Alan, you keep sneaking in on Karen's time, brother. Got to talk to the editor about that. It's supposed to be Karen's time to shine. Yep, all of us are. It's because I have a hard time finding Karen over there on the right side. She just kind of disappears into the lane. But anyway, she got a good view on that one. Keita, don't Keita. Oh, thank you, Keita. Got out of the way.
I'm a machine. I tell you, I am a machine. The youngest born.
There's a thing on the CapCut that you can pick a voice out, and I picked out the nail tech. I hope it didn't talk over it. If I did, I'll go back in and edited my voice on this soundtrack out where we can hear that nail tech talking. I thought it was kind of interesting. Just mixing in with a few words of Vietnamese, I suppose. Everybody knows that the nail tech always talks trash about the people sitting in the chair.
Yeah, we do nail. We do toe. Oh, you big foot. It costs more.
Your big foot costs too much. $5 more, Bigfoot. Uh-oh, Mike, calm down on your comedy routine here. No one cares about that. The only person that ever laughs at my comedy routine is me. I practice it when I'm alone. And I'm practically alone here on my YouTube channel anyway. There's not too many people that listen to it. But anyway, other than family members, well, Karen, what you doing there? There's one thing about the audio on this is that when I do a voiceover and it's got a bar across it, I can't see the whole screen on it, which is kind of distracting, but there's probably a way to clear that up. I just don't know how to do it. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I can kind of see what's going on out there. And I don't know, when Karen picks up a spare, she comes back clapping anyway. And if she doesn't, that means she missed it. That's a fact. So she lines up pretty well. That one took a long time to get down there. The way she's walking back, I wouldn't think that she did too good. Anyway, maybe she did. She had a smile on her face. Yep, game 2 is over, and look at that score. She did do all right on the end of that. 167. 167 is a high water mark for her today. High water mark. She's going to do all right. All right, guys. What are you guys doing standing up here getting in the way? I thought I cut y'all out. Apparently I didn't. Well, maybe I did. Maybe you'll get out of the way here in a minute. Well, y'all act like y'all gonna bowl. Y'all don't belong in this video. Y'all already had your own video. What's the matter? Well, I be dipped. That's what my friend from the Vice Grip Garage says. I'll be dipped. I always thought that was rather funny. All right, well, I don't know what happened to Alan there. Must have not been any good, or maybe it was. I don't know. Well, apparently it was. He go and sit down. I don't know about here. Air killer Keto. I don't know what the deal here is here. Did I not? I'm pretty sure that I redid this. Well, we're going to let this 2 roll here for a little bit. Karen will get up there, and then hopefully we'll get rid of the 3 of us, and we won't be up there interfering with Karen's time. Karen did need a rest, though, so we gave her a rest. She was working pretty hard back there those last 2 games. She just seemed like she bowled nonstop, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Oh, okay. I think I just left that out up there in that one. All right. There you go. Nice one. If not, I'm going to have to come in here and work on this. Except for I don't really want to, because I've already got some editing done downstream, and if I start backing things out, I'm going to end up having a lot of overlaps down on the end down there. Anyway, looks like Karen's got a pin over there in the corner. Yeah, looks like she got her a 7 pin. Maybe there's 2 of them over there. Probably that 4 pin and a 7. We'll see. Well, sit down, Mike. We got to look at Karen's score here. There you go. All right, we're back to Karen now. I had a little intermission there, I guess, trying to give Karen a break, keep her from getting tired. That happens occasionally with editing, and I know that if I go back in and edit some things, though, after I've already made some adjustments down the line, it messes up the audio, and it'll mess up the overlays, and unless I want to take the time to go through it and redo them all, but I really don't want to do that. I want this to really run smooth, and plus she may get a kick out of seeing the others, and she's not selfish and rude like we are. She's super sweet and loving and kind. Now I'm going to talk bad about Keita now. Keita's loving and sweet also. Alan, well, depends on Alan's mood. If he's loving and kind, or if the other Alan shows up. I like to call the other Alan when he shows up, I call him Al. No, everybody knows an Al, right? He's usually a mean son of a gun. I mean, after all, Al Capone was not a nice guy, was he? Now, Al's a lovely guy when he's Alan, but he sucks when he's Al. Anyway, let's not talk bad about my buddy, okay? Okay, I'm sorry. 70-year-old rookie bowler, you're not no walk in the park yourself. Just ask Janice. She'll tell everybody. Yeah, strong. Yeah, my dear wife, she's at home. Yeah. She doesn't like all the noise and pins shuffling around and all that stuff, so she's at home with Piper, making sure everything's all right there. Occasionally she'll come along, but maybe she'll get to bowling sometime someday. We don't know. Maybe she'll come watch. What'd you do, Karen? I don't know. Yeah. Alan must be giving Karen some last-minute instruction. He's obviously a pretty good coach because, from where she started to where she's at now is remarkable. He said that he had taken some clips out and sent them to the AI ChatGPT, and from what they now basically broke her game down and looked at it, that she would be capable of getting an average of around 180, even with that low ball speed that she has, But that's what I've been trying to do myself, is to make sure that I get my spare rate up. And just like with her, I mean, she when she scores her spares, and when she's knocking them down, yeah, that's when she scores the best. Sometimes she's got a Brooklyn shot too that works. That seems like that, or Reno is the way that Alan calls it. Is that she'll carry that right side, and when she gets that going, that she's got 200. And if she's bowling 200, it's like bowling almost 300, with her handicaps. It's really remarkable. I look like some giant walking out there compared with her. I mean, it's just like the land of the giants. Is probably the way Karen feels. Anyway, the game is that's one thing about bowling and handicaps and all. It levels the field up pretty good. I mean, it's still kind of tilted toward the high end guy. But at least you got a fighting chance, like when like a 200 average guy goes up and it's a 250 guy, at least you get a little bit of a chance to get in there with him. And Karen, she's not intimidated about bowling though. She bowls, she laces it up with the best of them. It don't make any difference where it's at either. Las Vegas, Albuquerque, Mexico, Kansas City, doesn't matter. She's game to go. Game to go. Yep, grandchildren. Look at Janetta Bowl there. Yep. Yep. Come on, Karen. Pick it up. Uh-oh. Looks like Sandy Baker's making a cameo appearance in there. Get out of there, out of there, Sandy. You're not supposed to be over there. Sandy Baker is a coordinator, league, whatever you want to call it, manager. I don't know what they call those things. Organizer. Kind of helps everybody along out there. Pick it up. Yeah, she picked it up. That patented little clap there says, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Come on, Karen. Now, that ball right there had some gusto to it. Well, the gusto left a big old nasty split. Probably need to leave the gusto alone, Karen. You blew the pins back, but you didn't blow them all back. That's the problem. Stand tall, roll the ball, Karen. Pick up one of them. That's what I always seem to do. You know, don't have a wasted shot out there, you know. Don't at least practice on one of them, you know what I mean? Make it a practice shot. You need to work on the 7-pin, well, get the 7-pin. If you're working on that 6 over there, get it. You know, make it worth something. At least you can walk away with it thinking, okay, I got a good practice on something there. Yep. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we got a good shot of the ball return right there. And Karen's... there you go. Nice one. Yep, Karen's video was about twice as long as Alan's. And so see, Karen, you're special. You got special treatment. You got more video than everybody else. Because you're the better bowler. Yep. The one that gets the most work in, that's for dadgum sure. Come on, Karen. And that looked pretty good there on that one, the way she rolled it out there. Yep. I can't. Yeah, she got a couple of white ones standing over in the corner. Yeah. Alan's picking up his gear. You know, when 4 people bowl on a lane like this, it does move pretty quick. On Wednesday night when we bowl, we're out of there an hour and a half, which I really kind of like the pace of it when it's like that. I do. Okay, that's going to conclude everything here, and we take a look and see what Karen did. Last game was 148. She hit the pocket 44% of the time. She had 36% carry. Spares were 61%, which are not, great, but it's not that bad. I think she does better than that from time to time. Anyway, she did good, and she'll continue to improve. I know that. You're a machine, Karen. You're a machine. Remember that. You're a machine, Karen.